It's not often that I praise Democrats, but there is one Democrat in particular that has, in recent months, been incredibly pro-Israel, defending us at every turn. Could be he's bought by AIPAC. I couldn't really give a shit. When people defend Israel, I support that. And nobody defends Israel as strongly and as staunchly as Fetterman has. Almost anything that Israel has done, he stood by them, and rightfully so. In this interview, he's asked to basically, retract his comments because he's gotten criticism from, Muslim groups and pro-peace Jewish groups. Um, and he responds to that. So a TV anchor asked him a pretty pointed question, and his response is perfect. Check it out.
I just want to bring it back to your state, though, because you have gotten criticism from both Muslim groups and pro-peace Jewish groups. Last month, the Philadelphia and Pittsburgh chapters of the Council on American Islamic Relations, they issued a joint statement where they condemned you for saying that you loved Israel's pager attacks targeting Hezbollah in Lebanon.
I do. I absolutely.
Well, they said when our elected officials start condoning the civilian loss of life, our collective moral compass is irreparably harmed. That's a quote. And indeed, that attack did hurt and maim
It
civilians.
didn't. It actually was targeted for members of Hezbollah. No one uses beepers in that situation other than they were a member of Hezbollah.
There was a young child of
that was a micro targeting to minimize
There was
civilians.
a young child who was killed who was taking the pager
It
to
did,
their parent.
unfortunately, tragically, because Daddy was a member of Hezbollah. That's tragic. He brought that danger and evil into their home, and that's what tragically resulted in that poor child's death. And that's what's so terrible. She paid the price because her father was a terrorist for Hezbollah. And I grieve for the death of Palestinian children and other innocents there. I don't assign any more value to their lives, versus my own children's lives. And that's why we have to destroy Hamas, and we have to develop a new way forward where people can live in peace, so that this kinds of death and misery, it has to stop. But it's not being driven by Israel. It's driven by Hamas and Iran and that kinds of commitment to destroy the state of Israel. And now you have idiots in this nation, talking about and chanting about from the river to the sea. And they try to pretend that doesn't exactly what that means. And that is Israel is in the middle of the sea and that river, and that has to be wiped free. And that's at least own your anti-Semitism, rather than trying to hide behind a turn on words.
He didn't back down. She pressed him, and he didn't back down. A lot of people would have been, I didn't mean it in that way. I regret it. It was a spur of the moment thing where I just reacted instinctively. But no, he stuck to his guns, and he explained exactly why even the death of an innocent young girl is squarely on the terrorists' shoulders, and they should be blamed, and they should be pressured for that atrocity. For more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help us make more of these videos, you can check our channel memberships and join from there. So we'll get you more exclusive content daily.